El Zocher Chesed, God who remembers covenant love. You remember every act of covenant love. When seasons change and honor fades, you do not forget faithfulness or discard those who walk with you. Yehovah Elohi El Zocher Chesed. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, now, behold. Job chapter 29. Job went on speaking, I wish I were as in the old days, back in the times when God watched over me, when his lamp shone over my head, and I walked through the dark by its light. As I was when I was young, and God's counsel graced my tent. Then Shaddai was still with me, my children were around me, my steps were awash in butter, and the rocks poured out for me streams of olive oil. And I would go to the city gate and set up my seat in the open space. When young men saw me, they would hide themselves, while the aged arose and stood. Leaders refrained from speaking. They would lay their hands on their mouths. The voices of nobles were silenced. Their tongues stuck to their palates. Any ear that heard me blessed me. An eye that saw me gave witness to me. For I delivered the poor when they cried for assistance, the orphan too, who had no one to help him. Those who had been about to die would bless me, and I would make widows sing in their hearts for joy. I clothed myself with righteousness, and it clothed itself with me. My justice was like a robe and a crown. I was eyes for the blind, and I was feet for the lame. I was a father to the needy, and I investigated the problems of those I didn't know. I broke the jaws of the unrighteous and snatched the prey from his teeth. I said, I will die with my nest, and I will live as long as a phoenix. My root will spread till it reaches water, and dew will stay all night on my branch. My glory will always be fresh, my bow always new in my hand. People would listen to me. They waited and were silent when I gave advice. After I spoke, they didn't talk back. My words were like drops of dew on them. They waited for me as if for rain, as if for the spring rain, with their mouths open wide. When I joked with them, they couldn't believe it, and they never darkened the light of my face. They chose their way for them, sitting as chief. I lived like a king in the army, like one who comforts mourners. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating 29th chapter of Job? We can love Yehovah by honoring him even when personal honor is stripped away. Love Yehovah by remembering that true COVID comes from his presence, not human applause. Love Yehovah by trusting that he remembers faithfulness in every season. How can we love our neighbors as Yeshua loves us? By honoring the dignity of those who have suffered loss, remembering their past faithfulness with compassion. How can we bear one another's burdens? By affirming the worth of those walking through seasons of hardness and grief. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found? 1. Faithfulness. Job reflects on a life of steadfast service to Yehovah and people. 2. Kindness. His past actions were marked by compassion to the poor and justice for the weak. 3. Humility. Though recalling honor, Job speaks with his heart that still reveres Yehovah above position. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Kavod. Glory, honor, weight of significance. Reference: Job 29 verse 20, anchor sentence. Kavod defines Job's former life marked by dignity, influence, and the manifest presence of Yehovah's favor, now mourned by but remembered as a testimony of God's goodness. At Sefer Insight, Kavod, amplified meaning, glory is the covering presence that dwells with the faithful and opens the way to life. How can we find Yeshua in the scriptures? Job 29 verses 2 and 3. As in days when God watched over me, foreshadows Messiah's confidence in the Father's favor. Job 29 verses 12 through 16. Job's work of mercy mirrors Yeshua's earthly ministry to the needy and oppressed. Job 29 verse 20. My glory was fresh. Echoes Yeshua's prayer in John 17 verse 5 to be glorified with the Father. The chapter looks forward to Messiah, glorious, humble, compassionate. Mitzvah response, Torah-based, mitzvah. Deuteronomy 10 verses 18 through 19. He defends the cause of the fatherless and the widow. Love the foreigner. A response might look like this: I will walk in true kavod today by defending the weak, showing mercy, and honoring Yehovah above all. Hebrew declaration: Kavod Yehovah kofe Allah bechesed elech b'chol dracha. Meaning, the glory of Yehovah covers me. With his covenant love, I will walk in all my ways. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.